I believe this, that true strength is like a coin. It has two sides. What you want to talk about all the time is what you're strong at. What you generally hide is what you're weak at, and those are your vulnerabilities. But in bringing those two together, you become real, relatable, authentic, and very, very attractive. It is my belief that your purpose in life is to be happy, and that happiness and joy comes from discovering what your gift is and sharing it with the world. I really believe this. Whether you believe in God, some other divine power, the cosmos, the universe, energy, karma, Mother Nature, whatever it is, I believe you're designed to do something that very few people can do. So we spend our entire life searching for what this thing is, and some of us find it. Last night at dinner, we had the most interesting character. I call him a character, but he was our waiter. He had a power mullet, and he was kind of like a dry sense of humor. He's making fun of us, but not at the same time, but we liked him. And I said to the rest of the table, he missed his life's calling waiting this table. He should be out making films or doing something because such a unique person. Okay, so the gift looks something like this. I'm still working on this. Is a work in progress. So if you don't like this, just change it for whatever works for you. Now, many of you think I found my gift. I'm a magician with numbers. Check me out. And I believe that's your talent or your skill. So your gift, your true gift, your superpower, if you will, is the center of this Venn diagram where you have physical gifts. Like some of you are really tall, some of you are really skinny, some of you have a really deep voice. And those are the natural things we think of as our physical gifts. But the opposite can be true too. Something that you can think is something you've hated about yourself physically can also be your gift. And the people that you see on YouTube have figured that out. They really have, the ones with a big following. So the talent and skill is the thing that you spend time harnessing, focusing, developing, learning. And then there's the things that most of us do not pay any attention to, which is the things that distract you, the things that capture your mind and your attention, your passion and your interest. When you can bring all those three together and deliver to the market that it's designed for, you achieve your superpower. I think I figured out what mine is, and that's why I'm here right now. So here we go. Step number one, we got to find your gift. And these are all those parts. So what we need to do is we need to make a giant list. So I want you, here's the prompt here. That's why there's a little pencil at the corner on a note card. Write down 100 things that might be your superpower and do not stop until you get to 100. The first 20 will be the most obvious things. 20 to 60 will be hard. 60 to 100 will be near impossible. But just keep writing. The whole point to get to 100 is to not edit. You will not be able to edit. You're going to come up with things that you never thought possible. And we're looking for things that are not obvious, some things that are weird, idiosyncratic things, maybe some hobbies or interests that you have, things that you do where you lose track of time. People would call that like a flow state. We've all had that when we kind of wake up and snap out of our flow state and realize 3 hours have gone by. Anybody have that experience that from time to time? For me, it's like on Pinterest. I'm like, oh my God, it's 4 a.m. What am I doing? Or it's mid-journey. Like just one more render. I'm going to tell the robot who's boss right now. I'm going to fix this. And the things that you pay attention to that no one else pays attention to. And there's some clues here and I heard this from a person I just interviewed. His name is Michael Ventura. He said he heard this from someone else. I'm going to share it with you. Whatever you complain about a lot is usually a clue as to what you care about. So your complaint is your calling. Like whatever it is that you complain so much about that you hate, it's probably because you have a very strong opinion about it and you're particular about that. And for each and every single one of us, it's something different. And so when we talk about what your passion is, it's very difficult to know what your passion is. It sounds so weighty. It's like this big thing on your shoulder. So he's like, if you look at passion as an anagram and you move the letters around, passion is I pass on. What is it that you want to leave behind for others? And then all of a sudden it becomes a lot easier. If you have children, you're like, what's your passion, Jimmy, Bobby, Mary? They're like, well, I don't know. I don't know, Mom. I don't know, Dad. What is it you want to leave behind for others long after you're gone? Number 2. Okay, I believe this, that true strength is like a coin. It has two sides. What you want to talk about all the time is what you're strong at. What you generally hide is what you're weak at, and those are your vulnerabilities. But in bringing those two together, you become real, relatable, authentic, and very, very attractive. We know that when people talk about all their success, fame, and fortune and how great they are, do we like those people? Are we drawn to them, or are we repelled by them? Mostly repelled, but then what do? We hide all our garbage. We really do. We edit everything out in our stories. We don't let people in. And automatically people think we're being fake. We're hiding something, obviously. So this was a quote from Brene Brown: staying vulnerable is a risk we have to take if you want to experience true connection. This is going to be more difficult for the men in the room because we have a model for success. It looks like some alpha bro, and we have to let that go. We just have to. I mean, some of you are like, oh, I know what you mean. This video was pulled from a longer talk on personal branding. If you want to learn more, consider joining me in person at one of my upcoming speaking events. Check out the upcoming events page on our website. There's a link in the description below. Hope to see you in the future.